And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we're going to play British Town Centers. This is episode 18 on GeoGuessr, and we're going to do this one as a no time limit moving challenge. The play along link for those of you that want to play along will be in the description below. And yeah, we'll do a little bit of research in the towns on Wikipedia as I learn more about the UK and the towns of England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. Let's see what we can find here from the start. Cake shop. Looks like this was a bank. The letters are gone. Pretty cool architecture. Shops to let. Lloyd's Bank, Lloyd's Pharmacy, next to Lloyd's Bank, which is interesting. Tesco, the Tollgate Shopping Center, which is a landscape there. All right, where do we want to go? Tollgate. Oh, I feel like Liverpool or something on this. Nope, West Midlands is where we are in the bus. Smethwick Pharmacy. The High Street. So West Midlands, maybe Birmingham. Let's see. It's right here. Prime Video. The Blues Gate. Got some shutters on there. I always think of that like colonial style. Smethwick is the town. Okay, so Smethwick is the town. The location, West Midlands. There's a train over here to our right. And pizza and kebab. It look like onions there, maybe? Some oranges. I don't know. But the town of Smethwick. Let's just take a quick peek. Smethwick, is it anywhere in this area? Birmingham. Let's take a quick... Yeah, there it is. Right near Birmingham. How about that? So to the northwest. West Midlands. Maybe this is the Soho Way. Smethwick. The High Street. There's the Blue Gates Hotel. The blue shutters. Punjabi Roots. You can buy some stuff there. Let's go back to start. Alright, there's our Lloyd's Bank. Right across from the old bank. The eggless cakes. Alright, the Lions of the Great War are down there. Yeah, so we're guys here, Sandwell Financial Services, but I think we're there. Smethwick, not to be confused with Smithwick or Smittix beer or ale. So Smethwick, town in West Midlands. It is 4 miles west of Birmingham City Centre. And the ward of Smethwick has an estimated population of 15,246. It suggests that the name Smethwick means Smith's place of work. But there we are. So Smethwick was bombed during World War II on a number of occasions. Okay. The Rutland Road. And we've got different types of architecture, political history. So an interesting location here in the UK. Industry and commerce, and education, the schools, Smethwick Swimming Center, formerly known as the Thimble Mill Baths, a public swimming pool which opened in 1933. And the Smethwick Rangers are the football club founded in 1977. Okay, so interesting town there. Got a different town here. In the second round. All right, this is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Feels familiar with the building, Sweets and Treats. Alan Verinder Eye Care. Get your eyes checked out, folks. The Ladybirds. Let's go down one. Sugar's Burger. The best burgers in town at Sugar's Burgers, because you deserve the best. Alright, what did this say? Avonside. Let's just go back one. Tewkesbury. So is this the town of Tewkesbury? There's Domino's. Melanie's, Subway. Gonna do a different, yeah, it's Tewkesbury. It's the town. It's a pretty cool spot there. Okay, so Worcester is over here. Hereford, Kidderminster, Redditch, Stratford upon Avon, Royal Leamington Spa, Upton upon the Severn, and Tewkesbury, just north of Cheltenham. I think there's races there. But Tewkesbury, pretty cool town, this one. The Key Street, and Chicago pizza. How about that? Chicago pizza. Get deep dish pizza in Tewkesbury. And then get the Sweets and Treats. So, all right. Key Street, right? So the Key Street's on our left as we look north. Key Street is there. The Sugar's Burger still exists, which is always pretty cool. And I think the Ladbrokes, and I think we're right about there on the High Street in Tewkesbury. So we'll look this one up. Spelling it all wrong, but that's okay. It's a market town and civil parish in the north of Gloucestershire, England. The town grew following the construction of Tewkesbury Abbey in the 12th century and played a significant role in the War of the Roses. So here we go. Here we are. I know we talked about this, or somebody had mentioned this, the War of Roses, the White Rose City, York. But the War of the Roses, there we are. The connections of the M5 and the M50 were established in this town, or near the town, I guess. And the Battle of Tewkesbury, which took place on the 4th of May, 1471, was one of the decisive battles of the War of Roses and is marked annually by the medieval festival in town, including a historical reenactment. So, pretty cool. That is something I'm going to put on my bucket list to see in England. And the reason being is I do like history. I've been to some reenactments of different battles, the American Revolution, and also of the U.S. Civil War, Gettysburg, and a couple other places, Antietam. So I've seen that, which has been pretty cool. If you haven't seen a reenactment, I would highly recommend it. It's pretty cool. It's a good day out, especially if you have kids. And you can visit the town of Tewkesbury. There it is. Very beautiful town there. Medieval town. So that's always pretty cool. The population is 20,360. And the War Memorial, as all UK towns seem to have. And the tower. What tower is that? The tower, the Abbey, is still the largest Norman tower still in existence. So that's pretty cool. Pubs, inns, and taverns. Tewkesbury claims Gloucestershire's oldest public house, the Black Bear, dating from 1308. The pub closed in 2017 and reopened in 2023. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of history in the town of Tewkesbury. So yeah, I mean, the left-handed one was built in 1510. Wow. Yeah, so Tewkesbury is definitely going to be on a bucket list or checklist of things that I want to see when I visit England, hopefully sometime soon. And that will happen soon, hopefully. But will help, hopefully, with the help of this channel. So if you hit the like button, would really appreciate it, and all that good stuff. Subscribe. Anyway. Peter, who's that? Probably Mulcahy. We've got Wales, the Welsh. You got Welsh here, the political club. Members and guests welcome. Live entertainment. You got Sky Sports. There's another Lloyd's Bank. Finger licking gravy. We got the Mega Box from KFC. And what's the town here? Really can't make that one out. Alright, so let's go down the hill a little bit here. There's another Lloyd's Bank, like I said earlier. Services, what do we have? Energy beats everything. Lucasade. Alright, passionate about training. Solicitors. What do we have? Wait, let's go back there. Guy edging, cleaning up a little bit there, doing the mowing, lawn and landscape. Alright, so let's try to figure this out. The town. Owen and O'Sullivan. The Lucky Valley. Alright, so Ystrad. Ystrad is the town. But I'm not sure where this would be. Ystrad. I don't know, it's not pronounced that way. I'm probably butchering it like I have in the past. The 472. So let's find that. 469, 472. Huh. All right. There's Ystrad Murig. That's not it. That is not it, for sure. All right. There's another Newcastle. And your 472, this is Ystrad Mynach. Ystrad Mynach. I think that's where we are. The Beech Tree Hotel. Let's drop that there. We got the 469, 472. Let's go back to start. And that is it. It's Ystrad Mynach. The Uckfield Street. The Uckfield Street. So there's the ye old oak. How am I missing this? Is the question. Ah, there we are. There's Peter Mulcahy, so right at this road. And there we are. 5,000 points in Wales. Okay, so it's a town in the Rhymney Valley. There it are. Before the Industrial Revolution and the coming of the coal mining in the South Wales coalfield, the valley was rural and farmed. So Ystrad is a wide, flat bottom valley, and Mynach means monk. So a Monk Valley, I guess. Flat Valley, something like that. Anyway, population in 2011, so it's been a while, 19,204. So there we are. For those of you that watch one of Ronnie Barker's Porridge episodes, that's the railway station was the location for it. Anything of note? Netball. They got netball club. Not really familiar with netball from the United States. Netball isn't a thing here at all. I'm sure you could find something, but 9.5 out of 10 people in this country would know what netball is. Morgan Lindsay, Lauren Price, so Welsh professional boxer, Olympic gold medal winners from this town, and Greville Wynn, spy from this town. So pretty cool town, that one. And we're off to the next round here on all over the map. The fourth round. Ooh, look at this. What a town this is. Right at the gate. This could be Ledbury from the sign here. Ledbury, where poetry lives. Ledbury. The town of Ledbury. So that's a pretty cool one. Let's go back even further, or move forward. The Master's House, the Market Theater, and the swimming pool. Well worth it. Ledbury. Look at this. What is this? Let's get this picture. Man, what a town this is here. That picture for me, from the different architecture, to me it seems just different. This to like that, again, I'll say English Tudor just for point of reference for me. That style, brick, the clock tower, the stone, this is a, what I call traditional, probably old school, different centuries English town, Ledbury. Now I just need to find out where Ledbury is. We got the bus, the first bus of Ledbury, the retreat. We got a couple Range Rovers in this town, so maybe a town of Hobgoblin IPA. Anybody drink Hobgoblin IPA? Let us know. 15th or 16th century style buildings here, I would imagine, just going off of what we read previously. Wow, what a town this is. Ledbury. Just love that architecture. We even got the addition of beautiful flowers. The Corner House Cafe and Ice Cream Parlor. And let's find out Ledbury. Is that an orange car back there? It was. One of my favorite colors, orange. Alright, so let's get some road signs or something here at the town center. Alright, Malvern, Worcester, which is wait, up here. Wow, this is this seems to be a cool area, the Malvern Hills. It's Tewkesbury. So right down the road from Tewkesbury is Ledbury, Cheltenham. If there's a weekend out or weekend away, I might be, if I lived in Birmingham or London, I might be coming over here for the weekend. A lot of cool little towns, probably a lot of history, as we read about in the first one of the rounds of Tewkesbury. And we got Ledbury here, the town. There's the clock tower. Anytime I hear the word clock tower, I always think of Back to the Future. I guess it's just my bias towards Back to the Future in that series. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, so the Market House so the Market House is there. We're on Church Lane and probably the High Street in Ledbury. So we'll look this one up. All right. In Herefordshire, England, lying east of Hereford, west of the Malvern Hills, and has a significant number of Tudor-style timber frame structures along Church and High Street. One of them, the most outstanding, was the one we just saw. It was the Ledbury Market Hall, built in 1617, located in the town center. The Eastern Castle, the St. Catherine's Hospital site, founded in 1231. It's a rare surviving example of a hospital complex with hall, chapel, master's house, almshouses, and a timber frame barn. Pretty cool. The origins of Ledbury date to 690, and the population in 2011 is 9,290. So the English Civil War was fought between the Royalists under Prince Rupert and the Roundhead forces under Colonel Edward Massey during the Siege of Gloucester. So there we are, some history again here in this part of the world, part of the country. But a lot of things to see here. The Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal, which opened in 1798, passed through the town. The railway station closed in 1959. So it seems to me like this area doesn't have many rail services. Or, excuse me, it does have the Great Western Railway. So it might be tough to get to maybe from London. If I was in London, how tough would it be without a car to go to Ledbury? Let me know in the comments down below. Because between Ledbury and Tewkesbury, it seems like it would be a good place to visit. Maybe not too far. Maybe a couple-hour train ride from London. Richard Ashcroft, the lead singer of The Verve. I think the Bittersweet Symphony. They sang that, right? I believe. Okay, it's from the town. Darts player Terry Jenkins is from this town. And cricketer James Crosby Smith. Ledbury Town Football Club. It's in the lower divisions. And we're going to get off to the fifth and final round on this fun 18th episode of British Town Centers. This has been a good one. I really enjoy these games. Learning a lot. Alright, so this is a warm summer's day. Another Tudor style over here. We've got Framfield and Heathfield. And we got a scooter. London, Eastbourne, Wells. So, what town are we in here? What books are you reading this summer? Love to know. Any good books? English history? Anything about England? A book that I could read this summer? Because in the summer I like to read books. I like to read books all the time, but I would say I have more time in the summer. But times you go to the beach, do things like this. I like to read a good book. So if there's any books that you recommend, let us know in the comments down below. Especially those of English history, current biographies, English, anything. So, Out of Town. The town called Out of Town. The other one was Out of Time, which was the license plate in Back to the Future. Going back to last round. Halfords, the town center. The Uckfield Club. Maybe this is Uckfield. This looks like, oh, it is a Tesco's. Maybe we've been at this Tesco's before. It looks familiar. Can you go? Yeah, I think we've been here. This might be. Yes, I think we have. And I'm almost certain I've been to this Tesco's. Yes, we have. I've been in one of the games. Somebody hopefully could let us know what game it was, but I feel like a Tesco's game we were at this in this town. So that's pretty cool. We get a town center, two different games covering two different parts of the area, which is always cool. Yeah, it is Uckfield. A22. Bromley. Yep, here's Uckfield. Yeah, I think we were here for this Tesco. I could be wrong, but it feels maybe there's another location that looks exactly like it or very similar. But yeah, I think we've been to Uckfield before. Somebody's going to know. It seems familiar, but Again, I don't know. But I think we're right about here next to the works. Uckfield for the 5th round. What do we get? 25,000. And we got a southern type of game. Not southern, got Midlands, I guess. It's maybe Midlands. But south of the middle part of the UK, I would guess. But let's look up Uckfield real quick. Town in East Sussex, England. 14,493. They need to update the populations on these things because I'm sure it probably has changed. So Uckfield, the Bridge Cottage, dating back to 1436, has grown up as a road hub, the crossing point of the River Uck on the 826. And there we are. Anything else? Looks like new homes being built over the past 10 years in this area. Probably people commuting to maybe London by train. Did I say Uckbridge? Uckfield. Uckfield. Anyway, Uckfield. The singer Rag and Bone Man is from this town. Rory Charles Graham. How about that? Is from Uckfield. And here we are. So AFC Uckfield Town, the main football club. It's combined. One of them dates back to 1880, so pretty cool town. Pretty cool location, but good places to explore. If you're from the UK, I would highly recommend visiting some of these places this summer. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.